Inside. Inside.
Hi, beautiful. Hello, my gorgeous. Beautiful.
I want to go talk to the lady real quick.
Huh?
We're going to go talk to the lady real quick.
Who is this here?
Yeah, we have a DCFS thing going on.
It's just visitation. I need you to supervise us and should need, I don't really know the semantics of it. Can I give you my caseworker's phone number in case anything goes wrong?
Supervise for what?
I need supervise while I'm visiting her.
Where's the caseworker?
She's on vacation until
Oh, okay.
Thursday.
Hi, beautiful.
What'd you say?
You have paperwork for this?
Unfortunately, no, we do not have it right now. I do have a paperwork in my car saying that Samantha's parenting time has been suspended until we go to court.
But I am allowed to have visitation.
We're
it
allowed to
has
have
be
visitation,
supervised.
but has to be in this building. And we're supposed to let you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
All you have to do is just watch us, and I'll give you the caseworker's phone number in case we start arguing or something like that.
Okay,
I promise it won't happen.
alright. Let me talk to my supervisor and see.
Okay.
I mean, there's really nothing you have to.
But I don't know if I'm able to do that.
Or if
I
I
might
s-
have to have an officer. do
Okay.
it, So,
Well, there's nothing to worry about. I'm not going to argue.
okay.
I do have somewhere to go at,
Hello.
hey, I do have to be somewhere at 5:30 today.
You're only giving me 30 minutes.
I have to go pick somebody up from work.
Can I keep her here while you do that?
I have to be here.
Lisa can be here.
I have to be here. It's me.
I missed you. You look sleepy. Did you just wake up?
She did just wake up about 25 minutes ago or so.
I missed you. Oh my gosh. I missed the burger. Oh. You look so sleepy. Hello, Rhea. Hello. I apologize for my appearance. I've been having a hard time. You want Mama's keys, huh? You look like you went swimming today, huh? Did you go swimming? Did you go swimming? Did you go swimming? Did you, huh? You hungry? Mom got snacks. When she last eat?
She had a late lunch, so about 1:20, 1:30.
Do you mind sending me the video just for
Video of
keepsake?
what?
Just for keepsake.
I'll put it on YouTube for you.
Please don't. Just send it to me. You
It'll
can
be
put it
too
on-
long.
Oh, you
It'll be
can
extremely
send it to
long.
me on Facebook Messenger and reblock me after that. It won't be too long for that.
Okay. I'll look into it once I'm home.
The booger! Oh my god, Rhea, what are you gonna do when the tickles come for you? What are you gonna do? I missed you! I missed my big girl! Okay, have you spoken to Larry?
Yes?
Okay, did he tell you what it was about?
What was about?
Why I asked to see you?
Nope. I've not spoken to Larry about anything about that.
He just told you I needed to talk to you.
No, he didn't. I spoke to him on my own accord.
Oh.
He and I do not speak about you for any reason.
Well, he told me he was gonna talk to you about this.
He has not.
So you just decided to come today so I could see her?
Yes.
Thank you. Seriously. Thank you. What? I would really like it if you stopped recording while we spoke about this, just for...
If I stop recording, the both of us are leaving. I'm gonna record every interaction we have until she's 18.
Please don't post this then.
Okay. If you looked at my
know.
YouTube, there's very limited amount on there.
I
Most
know.
of them are
Just of
on.
me yelling and looking like an ass. making myself look like an ass.
There are some that are not on there as well. But I kind of got away from doing that. I just have them on jump drives now.
I didn't hear the last
I have
part.
them on jump drives.
What are your plans for visitation? You are going to court on Wednesday. I'm going to be there. You are requesting a modification of visitation. What are your thoughts?
That's completely based off of the results of your analysis. Okay, thank you.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi there, how are you?
I just want to see my kid, that's all.
Currently between the two of us, we have a DCFS investigation on Samantha. I went to court and got parenting time suspended for her until we go back to court on Wednesday. She requested.
That's what that was about?
Yes.
So you actually got it suspended? Because I was under the
During
impression.
the investigation, yes.
Okay, I was under the impression I wasn't completely suspended, but now I understand why Lisa and Larry said what they did. Okay.
Her parenting time is suspended,
Okay.
but based on the DCFS, they said that I can allow her to have supervised visitations only in this room with me here, and they said talk to the front desk lady.
The original plan was to see in Lisa's house, but this one was better because
Cameras and everything like that. So
Who said that?
the
DCFS.
DCFS worker.
Okay, but you'll need a DCFS caseworker here with you. If we
She's-
don't do the supervise, if the supervised part of that visit is gonna be with a caseworker, not a police
Oh,
officer.
no,
Okay.
no, we said,
She said that she's on vacation this week until Wednesday. That's why they told us to talk to
literally
front desk.
all that we need to do is just sit in here because of the cameras.
If you guys,
Can I just have a visit with her?
that's gonna be up to you guys. We're not gonna sit here
Oh, no, you
and
don't have
everything's
to.
recorded. So you're not requesting an officer to be here
No,
to watch you guys.
that's what
You
we
just,
told her up there, just
We
in
just
case
wanted to let
anything
her know
happens.
that we are here, check in time, and then we're gonna check out as well. So when my caseworker does come in and ask about it, we'll have timestamps.
Hi, beautiful.
Okay.
Hello, my gorgeous.
It's not yet.
We-
Can't really provide you are you asking for like a sheet of paper that says that you guys were here at this
No.
date and this date? Or
No, he's recording it.
I'm recording it as well.
Got it, you're just recording.
We
it.
just
Okay.
have to be here and we let him know. I was gonna give her the caseworker's phone number just in case we started arguing or anything like that, should she come back and request any
Okay,
information.
well,
on
yeah,
her
well, let's not
visits.
argue.
Well, no, I
Let's
don't
not-
want to, I
let's
just
not
wanna see my kid.
argue. How long is the visitation supposed to last?
30 minutes.
As
30
of right
minutes.
now, 30 minutes.
Okay. All right, sounds good to me.
Okay, that was
Just,
all.
just remain cordial, that's all we ask.
Okay.
Yeah.
May I have your name and badge number just for my records?
Sergeant Mueller,
Mueller,
yep, and my badge number is 1258.
1258. All right, thank you, sir.
Yep, no problem.
Hi.
No, don't put that in your mouth.
Ow. Ow.
I can't see her face, that's why. It's okay.
Better?
Yeah, anyways, what all did you want to talk about?
I need your word that you're not gonna post this on YouTube or share this video with anybody else.
I will not post this on YouTube.
Or share this video with anybody else.
I will not leave my house.
That's fair. I can accept that.
Which means it will not go to you either because you're not in my house. Okay, fine, that's a little overboard.
Yeah.
Anyways, it won't be going on YouTube or anything like that.
Or Brooke.
I honestly have never spoken to Brooke.
Is that why you showed up with a drug test?
Did you notice Rhiannon came here? And you randomly said something about meth. I had not said
Because
anything.
I saw the screenshots of the conversation.
That's not between me.
No, it was between Rhiannon and Brooke. But
I-
neither of you will admit to it?
I have not spoken to Brooke at all.
No, you haven't. Rhiannon has.
I cannot say for what she does. She has not told me anything about it, but that is, she's an adult. She does whatever she wants to do. I cannot
Please do
control her.
Please ask her to not share this with Brooke.
Okay, I'll ask her.
What?
What? Can I have these? Can I have them back?
Do you have her keys with you?
No, they're on the changing table.
That's okay. I would like to discuss a change in custody.
Okay.
No. Ouchies. Ouchies. No, not that one. Not that one. Chew on. No, not that one. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Here you go. Here you go.
Okay, all right.
Don't put it in your mouth. It doesn't go in the mouth. Good job, baby bear.
In this change in visitation, I will be bringing it up in court on Wednesday.
You read it to mommy?
Sorry, I can barely hear you.
What?
I don't think that I am good for Rhea in the capacity that she has me.
What?
You don't think you're good for Ray in the capacity that she has you? Okay.
Because I make dumb decisions and I'm a mess.
Okay.
And I don't want to expose her to that kind of normalcy. And you can provide her structure.
Okay.
So out of respect and care for my daughter, I would like to discuss joint custody. You would be a custodial parent.
The only way I'll get custodial parents is if you drop the OP. Otherwise, it'll be completely 50-50. At least that's my understanding.
It can stay 50-50, but my time will be shortened.
Whatever is put on paper, that's what I'm gonna follow through.
I
So,
understand that, but I want to talk to you about it because I'm not sure completely on my own accord what would be best for our daughter and for us.
okay.
Understand that this took a lot of pride swallowing to be her mother and to admit that I don't think I'm good for her really sucks. I got a new diagnosis.
New diagnosis from whom?
My therapist at Transitions.
You're a therapist, transitions?
Therapist at Transitions.
At transitions. I'm sorry, I've never heard of transitions.
It's a mental health place. It's better than Robert Young.
Yeah, Robert Young is where all the new kids go. Like, you just exit school, that's your first place to go.
Yeah, and they don't really understand trauma-based.
No, they
things.
don't.
So
I do know
transition-
someone who very specifically does know about trauma-based, if you like their name.
Oh no, I actually thoroughly enjoy my therapist. She understands me.
Okay.
Instead of going with the blanket disorder that my last therapist did, she actually looked past it and looked into what was causing the issues I was having.
Okay. So
Long
you are going to
story
therapy?
short, yes, I told you I was.
Could I ask frequency?
I try for twice a week, but right now it's just once a week because of a lot. I have a hard time getting out of bed. I miss her, Nick.
I understand.
I will always be a mess. There is no cure for what I have. I can cope with it and we can, ouchies, I can cope with it and we can try and deal with it and medication will stabilize it, but I will always have different personalities and they will not always match up and it causes chaos.
Agreed?
I cannot help that. I'm stuck like this. There is only so much that medication and therapy can do for me. It's gonna get a lot worse before it's gonna get even close to better. Yeah? Sadness? I love you.
Okay.
I miss you.
With that being said, what would you like to do moving forward?
What is your recommendation?
Do you remember when...
Every 6 months. Yes, I knew you would bring that up. Oh, I think I said something about every 6 months. Is that what I said?
No. I have no idea where you're going with
The
this.
video of when I first came into your truck and I said I want to talk about visitation.
Yeah, I don't remember that. That's not what I was going to go with.
Oh, my apologies.
Do you remember when Emily and Ace were sleeping a lot and they wake up right before work and they go to work and they never seen Osiris and you bitched and complained about how shitty of parents they were? And you told me that if you ever got to be a shitty person, or not shitty parent,
I'm not
shitty,
a shitty parent.
I'm reiterating a conversation we had. So from there, we're going to discuss about it. That if you ever treated our child the way that they treated Osiris at that point in time, that I would take her from you, so it would prove to you that you are a crappy person at that time, so that way you can make yourself better in order to come back and provide for your daughter better?
I don't remember that, but I don't think I'm a shitty parent. I just think I make dumb decisions, and my daughter doesn't need to be wrapped up in that. She didn't deserve to be involved in this situation. It wasn't
I
her
understand
fault.
that. And you made a dumb decision which affected her in a very, very negative way. It took me 3 weeks to figure it out, but I finally figured it out.
What, that I was dating Delaney?
No.
I'm not doing drugs, Nick. I'm not.
I drug tested her.
Okay?
She tested positive for meth.
There's no way that could have happened. Understand me. First of
She
all,
also tested positive for THC.
First of all, I told you in the office when we were with the DCFS worker, I do not do anything around her because it impairs my judgment. I want to be sharp for her. It's impossible that she tested positive for meth or THC because I never brought that around her.
You may not have, but Delaney may have. Or Clinton. I can't never pronounce his middle name.
Delaney.
Whatever. I'm gonna call him Clinton, because that's his real name. Clinton may have been doing meth around her.
He was never alone with her.
I don't know. All I know is I did a saliva test on her, and it tested positive for methamphetamine and THC. I can send you both of the tests, because I did it twice. Not only did that, but I took her to the hospital and did a blood draw as well.
She didn't deserve that.
I know she didn't deserve that, but it happened because she tested positive for saliva for meth and THC. That is the reason why I started all this. It's not because of Brooke or whomever you say I'm
But
talking.
Brooke called too.
She may have, but
You started this.
she started this.
My baby.
No. I did not take her from you. She was acting very weird for 3 weeks in a row. 3 weeks in a row, she was acting weird.
She wasn't acting weird for me.
She
She
was.
never acted weird
You mean
for
she
me.
didn't stay up for 7 hours crying?
That was one time and we found out what it was. And it wasn't 7 hours straight. She slept in between there, but she didn't stay asleep long. She had the rotavirus. I know because I caught it too, and so did my neighbor.
Okay, hold on. How is rotavirus tested?
He put a Q-tip in her butthole, and then he went off of what I said.
Okay, so what she's stuck in a butthole was a thermometer because it says temperature rectal. That's a thermometer. They check her
No,
temperature
it had,
rectally.
it had a Q-tip. There was a Q-tip.
Okay, it may have been that as well. But rotavirus is tested. She has to poop. You have to bring the feces into the thing. They have to send it out to a lab, and it gets tested that way. I've
based
already
off-
researched all this.
Based off the fact that she was only throwing up milk.
On top of all of that, she has been vaccinated for rotavirus.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was confused too. But I caught it. I'm telling you, I caught it too. I was really sick, and then my neighbor caught it because she was taking care of me.
I don't know. But I tested her for rotavirus. After you said that, I took her to one of my doctors. No, it was under the table.
There's my girl.
And she tested negative for rotavirus.
I don't know then. Maybe it was a stomach bug because I caught it too.
It may have been a stomach bug. But also, after we had that conversation about if I deemed you to be a irresponsible parent at that time, that I would start DCFS. There was another conversation we had about 3 days later saying that I would promise to drive you to your dad's house on Thanksgiving if we were not together. That is still valid. If you want to go back to your dad's house, live there for 6 months, hear me out. You want to go back to your dad's house, live there for 6 months, get all of your shit straight, get away from all your crappy friends here or there or whatever, and then come back in 50, 100%, and I will not take anything to court.
She won't know me.
She's young enough,
I can't do it 6 months without her, Nick. I can't.
she is young enough that she won't even notice your absence.
I can't do it.
Is taking 6 months getting your shit straight worth taking 5 years where she will know about it to get your shit straight? Would you rather focus and do everything right now and get it done and over with before she gets old enough to actually know what's going on? Or would you rather her grow up learning, oh, mom is doing this or doing that? I have to stay at dad's house longer because mom is whatever. Do you want her growing up knowing that? Or do you want to fix what's going on?
I don't think.
That is my suggestion. I also said this suggestion to Larry, and he agreed with me, but he said that he didn't know if your father would actually help or not help. And I could actually send you a screenshot of the text messages after we leave as well, saying that Larry agreed with me.
6 months though?
Or a year, whichever. How long was Elijah in rehab?
2 years. But
2
I don't
years?
need
You told me
rehab.
9 months.
No, 2 years.
Okay.
He was in 9 months before we were allowed to speak.
Okay, whichever.
Are you pooping?
No, she pooped this morning about 9:30.
She only does. Are you pooping? No, not pooping. Can I see that?
That is my suggestion.
Oh my goodness!
Whether or not you do it or
Where did
not
it
is
go?
completely upon you. But if you do decide to do that suggestion, drop the OP and I will drive you there myself.
I can't drop the OP. Every opportunity I gave you to drop the OP, you fucked it.
You could do it right now, actually. Or no, it's
No,
closed.
I can't drop it because of you.
Why? Because of me.
I gave you multiple opportunities to prove to me that you were the kind of person I could trust enough to not have an order of protection, and multiple opportunities. Right when I was about to drop it, you completely fucked it.
Because we got an argument of some kind.
Like you saying, oh, you mean the abuse you made up? Knowing for a fact I did not make it up.
You can drop it at any point in time. It's your choice whether or
But
not you do it or not.
are not the type of person I don't want to have an order of protection against. Or I do want, you understand what I'm saying.
I understand what you're trying to go for. But do you really want an order of protection limiting our communication her entire life? Or are you going to move past something that happened over a year ago? Yes or no? Do you really want to have order of protection her entire life, or do you want to move past something that happened over a year ago? There are a lot of things that you ask me about that I am legally not allowed to answer
We
you.
are allowed to communicate more than you let us.
No, because when I did have a lawyer, she told me that I talk way too much. Me and her have had arguments about how often I respond to you.
You mean never? You never talk to me.
I respond to you more than I'm allowed to. And if a judge went through all the times I respond, I would actually probably be in trouble. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Sorry.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? If there was no order of protection, there would be a lot more communication with us. Granted, every time that you started yelling at me or arguing, I would stop talking, but that's just me. Because I don't appreciate being talked down to.
I don't appreciate being manipulated, lied to, abused.
That's something that happened way over a year ago. All these accusations happened over a year
All
ago.
the time.
I can show you hundreds of hours of videos of you lying to me.
I don't lie to you.
Yes, you do. You will say something in one video and you say the exact opposite in the next
That's
video.
having a personality disorder.
Personality disorder or lying, whichever you want to call it.
No,
There is
it's not
video
lying.
of you,
I can tell somebody I feel one way, and then 5 minutes later, I feel an entirely different way.
whichever. You can look at the last 2 interactions we had together and there are 3 lies into it.
Dizzy girl, dizzy girl. Woo. All good?
But based on the way that you treat me, it's completely unfair. Do you want to continue having this conversation?
What?
Do you want to continue having this conversation?
Yes. I miss her, Nick.
I understand that. Do you want to have this conversation before we go to court or in court?
Before we go to court.
Then now is your time. Because I'm busy tomorrow as well.
Mommy, silly. I think 6 months is too much.
Whichever. That was my suggestion, and whether or not you take it.
Without seeing her that long.
Can you come over here? I can barely hear you.
I can't go without seeing that long.
Okay. Like I said, that was my suggestion. What you do with my suggestion is completely upon you. Now, you're talking about custody arrangements. You said that you wanted me to have her more, I'm guessing. You didn't really clarify that.
I'm young, I'm still growing, and I have mental disorders.
Could you please come?
Pretty girl. Say hi, Dada. Dada.
I don't feel like it's her fault that I am like this, so she shouldn't have to be exposed to it.
Okay.
As I told Larry, I am the way I am sometimes because of what was normalized when I was a baby.
Speak up.
I am the way I am because of what was normalized when I was a baby. And it took me a long time to realize that the things that I was doing and going through wasn't normal.
Right, and my household is not like that at all.
I understand that. But I can provide for her emotionally what you can't. I can provide for her creatively what you can't. Even what Rhiannon can't. I can provide for her the type of emotion she's gonna have because she's my child.
You don't know what I cannot provide for my daughter
I'm not saying that
unless...
you're unable to. I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm just saying that I have an entirely different mindset, and she's gonna have a similar mindset because she's my child. She's predisposed to things like bipolar disorder and schizophrenia, stuff like that, because that runs in my blood. I'm gonna understand her emotionally more than you will. Not because you can't or because you're unable to, just because she's my daughter.
And you know nothing about Rhiannon and her mental stability or her children's mental
I'm not
stability.
saying she's mentally unstable. I'm just saying this isn't Rhiannon's daughter. Do you understand?
I understand that portion.
I'm not saying that you guys are completely unable to give her the things she needs. I'm not saying that at all. Not in the slightest bit. A boom! A boom! Not in the slightest bit. She's reaching for me.
Silly girl.
Just that she's my daughter.
I understand, but she's my daughter as well. And the way I act around you is completely different than when I act around her. And the only way that you would say that I am either a good parent or a bad parent is if you're watching me outside of our exchanges.
What's the matter? Do you sing to her at night?
There's music for her.
I sing to her every night, and I just wanted to make sure she was getting her lullabies.
Just give me the lullabies.
We are in the process of painting her room to be like Nemo, like the whole underwater scene. Her walls are ombre, and we're gonna be painting sea life on the side of it. And she has lights that go with the ocean waves, and she has sound like under the sea and like Little Mermaid stuff, and little Nemo that's sung to her the entire night.
Uh-oh.
But also, with
She bumped
that,
her head.
I seen that. But with that, I don't let her get dependent on it. I don't want her dependent on anything specific. Like
I
you
like
singing
my nightly cuddles.
nightly cuddles. What do you mean?
I mean, I rock her to sleep in a rocking chair and sing to her.
See, I have no problem with her sleep. Like she starts acting a little fussy, I put her down
Oh
with.
no, she does that for me too. It's just that's a me thing. Like that's
for you?
necessary for me, not for her.
Okay.
I put her down for nap times, no problem. But she likes to be sung to, and she knows when I'm around that I'm gonna sing to her.
Okay. Geneva sings to her.
That's good. That's all I wanted to know. I
She's-
just wanted to make sure she was getting her night times.
Geneva doesn't live with me.
You got him.
Uh-oh, Dada took him.
What are you gonna do? You got him?
So what kind of custody arrangements are you going to suggest?
Well, I was gonna suggest one day during the week and every other weekend for 6 months. And then from there we can discuss it or switch it.
They won't do it for 6 months. They'll do from here until we go back to change it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
we'll have to initiate.
We will have to initiate it. I understand that, but my suggestion was every other day, or once a week, and then every other weekend.
Every other weekend? So you want like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
I would prefer dropping off on Monday, but that's completely up to you. And if you need a babysitter or something like that during the week, I would love to. I will put everything aside. Like right now, I'm looking at getting a job that actually really needs people. That's an on-call thing.
See, if we had better communication, didn't have legal stuff going between us, I would be able to have you watch her every single day while I'm at work, like we originally started when I was working second shift and you were living on 24th Street. But unfortunately, with our communication and our
Nick, if
whatever.
I drop the OP, you have to promise me that you're not going to go back to your old ways. Because if you do, if I drop it and you make me look stupid, I'm going to go back and get it again.
Okay. You know what the OP really does for me? Like in
Hinders
all
you,
honesty, you know what it does?
keeps you away from me, my house. That's it.
It means I can't talk to you like we normally do, and I can't go have fun with my friends. That's it. That's literally it. Like me and Mike, Big Mike, that I work with, we were supposed to go hunting this last fall. I couldn't. Like every single month, a good 10 or 15 guys from church, they all go out shooting at Pastor Brad's house. I can't go because of you.
Down? Down? Is that what you want? Down? Okay. You go. Mama's gonna get you. Mama's gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, baby.
You came really close, hitting her head on that wall. Oh. It was about that far. So you want to make it so that way you have her Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You do know that she goes to church every Sunday, right?
It would be your responsibility to pick her up and take her to church because I understand you don't want her to church. Is she teething?
She has another one coming on the top right. Do you know how many teeth she has without looking?
The last time I checked, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coming in.
Look at
5,
the
6
top.
on top or on bottom.
She has 6 just on the top.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was on top or on bottom.
She still only has the 2 on the bottom.
They haven't cut yet?
Oh, look at them.
Oh, Mama got the tickles. Mama got the tickles. Do I smell bad?
No.
No, I shouldn't. Mama? Mama? Mama's right here.
She's doing it with her tongue now.
Huh?
She's doing it with her tongue now. Yeah. A, B, C. A, B, C.
She dances, claps, and tries to sing along. A, B, C, D, E, F, G,
We haven't gotten past D yet.
J, K.
A, B, C. A, B, C. No? Okay.
That is silly. That is silly.
Alright, so you want
Silly, silly, dada, silly, silly, dada.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday for the first weekend of the month and the third weekend of the month. Yes?
And once a week overnight.
Once a week overnight. So you want me to drop her off to you
I can
Saturday?
pick her up.
Okay, you want an exchange to happen Saturday morning,
No, Friday.
Friday night?
Friday night.
Friday night. So it'd be Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night. Is that what you're saying?
It can be Monday night as well. I was thinking Monday afternoon drop
Monday,
off.
5 o'clock?
Yeah, but I can keep her Monday night too.
And that's fine. Because I'd be picking her up Monday at 5 o'clock, which means you can then go to work. Why are you asking for weekends and not during the week?
Because I'm about to start going back to classes, and I want to make sure that I have ample enough time to work.
Because I don't work weekends, and during the week I actually
It was every other weekend. I mean, we can do every other week too, if you'd like. If you're okay with that, we can do every other week. We can exchange her every other week.
Well, I was going to suggest I drop her off to you every Tuesday and pick her back up from you every Friday at 5. Drop her off Tuesday at 5 o'clock, pick her up Friday at 5 o'clock. Pretty much where we are now, just it's instead of Monday, Tuesday, it's just Tuesday to Friday.
But that would mean, okay, I'm on position.
Or,
I'm on
hold on, I'm going through the thing.
If you're gonna have majority custody, you gotta give me your tax returns this week, or this year, because you took them from me last year.
I will figure out how much she gives you and I'll give you that portion.
Whatever she gives you, when you sign on your taxes, I should get 1 year, that's all I'm asking, because
Fine.
you took mine this year.
That's fine. Whatever, I'll figure out what it is by myself and then I'll figure out what it is. Huh?
I wanna see proof, there's paperwork that'll tell you how much she adds to your tax return.
Yeah, it's on TurboTax.
And H&R, and there's paperwork, you can print it out, paperwork, that says how much she adds to your tax return, because it wasn't fair what you did to me this year. You know I deserved it, and you bought a new car with it. I didn't even want a new car. I wanted stuff for her in the house.
You know that car actually costs less than a truck?
Yeah, I figured, because the truck has gas mileage, it's bigger, it costs more insurance, it's a Ford. No, it's a Dodge.
It's a Dodge. No, but like purchase price is less too.
Maybe because of the way she bought it. What are you getting on my shit for?
Like how much did you pay for your car you have now?
$600. But it's also a piece of crap. No, get that out of your mouth. Yucky! Thank you.
Hey, come here. Come here. Come here.
That was my niece.
I got the baby. I got the radio. I got the radio.
Hey, would you rather pick her up every Wednesday at 5 o'clock and drop her off Friday at 5 o'clock? Every week? That's 2 days every week, or 2 nights every week. Instead of this whole weekend here, weekend there, because I want to make something that's I want to make something that's every single week so you can't forget.
No, I have it in my calendar. I want her on weekends sometimes too, because sometimes people do stuff on the weekends that Rhea would doesn't do it for. Like this weekend was the twins' birthday party.
The twins' birthday party?
There are twins in my life, and it was their birthday party, and she should have been there. She would have loved it. She would have had a lot of fun.
She went to the fair this weekend.
Did she have fun?
Yeah?
Do you have pictures?
No.
Do you have videos?
No.
Okay.
We just took her to the fair. We took her 3 days this week. Like, where have you taken her? Where have you taken her?
Just to houses, really. Like Jeremy's house. I take her to the park.
But you've taken her out of the Quad Cities?
No, never.
Okay.
Wait, let me make sure. What do you consider out of the Quad Cities? Because there was one place off of Andalusia.
That's not far. I'm talking about like more than 20-minute drive from where we're at.
Never.
Okay.
That's against court papers. I'm not allowed to do that.
Core Papers is 3 hours. A 3-hour whatever.
Okay, well, no, I've never done that.
Except for the fact when you let her go to Kansas City.
You agreed to that.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I was pissed off
No,
about
you
it.
agreed to that.
I never agreed to it.
Yes, you did.
I didn't know about it.
She wouldn't have left.
if you didn't agree to it. She told me herself that you agreed to it. I said, ask Nick to make sure it's okay. Because I
said
wasn't
that?
just gonna, Lisa. I wasn't just gonna let her go.
I told Lisa no before all this either happened.
Okay, well, I was under the impression that it was okay, and Larry wouldn't have let it happen if it wasn't either, so.
Larry only let it happen because of the paperwork that you handed them. We talked about it after you got back because I didn't know about it, that it actually happened until Amanda posted something on her Facebook. And then I asked her about it. And then when they got back, I talked to Larry about it.
I mean,
and
at the time, did it even matter? Did you even have say?
yeah, you were working at Dunkin' Donuts.
Then, no, Larry wouldn't have let it happen if it was legal.
It was legal.
Then
Technically,
what's the
no.
problem?
The only legal portion of it was that she was not allowed to leave more than 3 hours from Rock Island County. But it was completely during your time. That's why he thought it was legal. He didn't know about that fine print.
I missed you. I miss you. I love you. I love you, Rhea. You love me too? Do you love mommy? Are you saying bye? Oh, really? Oh, really? Is that how this is? Is that how this is gonna go? Huh? Is that how it is? Bye? And shake your little booty?
You need to figure out the exact dates what you want. Like, do you want the first?
How about? No?
Not only do you need to we need to discuss this, but you need to write it down in a actual parenting plan, submit it to the courts, all that stuff. What? Make a noise again.
What is it, Bush?
She's hungry. Time's almost up, so you'd like to finish this conversation?
I'm thinking I want to do every other weekend regardless. If you want to give me 2 nights a week, I'm not going to say no. Ultimately, Nick, it's up to you.
I want to make something completely consistent.
Then we can continue to speak about it.
Well, we have until Wednesday.
You can send me emails about some propositions you have. I'm sure Rhiannon will have say.
She will not have say. We've discussed it. This is completely between me and you. She gets upset whenever I talk about you, so I am no longer talking about you to her.
Fair enough. I understand.
So I would like it to be, I drop her off to you Friday night? No, Saturday night, because you said you want weekends. Saturday morning.
Friday night? Saturday morning?
Well, which do you want?
I prefer Friday night.
Friday night?
And if you don't want to give me Friday nights, that's okay.
Okay, so if we did Friday nights, it'd be Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. And then I pick her up Monday when I get off work at 5 o'clock. So Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night.
Every other weekend?
Every other weekend. The first weekend and the third weekend. Because sometimes there's 5 weekends in a month or whatever.
Okay, fair enough. Every other weekend.
But starting with the week 1, you would have her. Week 2, you would not.
But can I have it during the week?
That's what the Monday is for. That's during the week.
No, I mean like
You want to have an exchange during
during the week.
on the
For
week
one
2.
night a week.
So week 1, you would have her Friday nights, Saturday nights, Sunday nights. And I pick her up on Monday. That's week 1. And then week 2, what do you want?
2 nights. During the week. If you can't do that, give me at least one.
I'm just trying to think of like, because this whole 1 week, 2 week thing.
It works for me. I just put it in my calendar and it repeats.
Yeah, I did the same thing too, but there's also been times where I message you and then you show up 20, 30 minutes late.
I always give you an explanation as to why. And you knew from dating me that my time management sucks.
Yes, and also this last time when I talked to Judge Thompson, she said if you're not here within 15 minutes, you forfeit your parenting time.
Yeah.
That's what Judge Thompson said to me when I went and talked to her.
It was completely out of my control.
There's been plenty of times it's been 30, 40 minutes late. I've counted at least 12 times. And then I've stayed here.
I'll have to go through our texts. Because it'll tell me.
I have the start time of every single video.
Well, I'll have to go through our texts because it'll tell me.
Okay.
Yeah. What would that do?
You need to write this down, what you want to suggest, and 1 week for week, or 1 day for week 2, 1 overnight.
I can't have two.
Based on what you were telling me earlier, I don't think it'd be,
Well, that's not a lot. I just think that the.
it'd be from 5 o'clock to 5 o'clock, it'd be full 24 hours.
Can I please have two?
So it'd be
Can I please have two?
as long as it's not a Friday,
That's fine.
like drop her off to you Wednesday afternoon
Get
and
it
pick
out.
her up Friday afternoon. So Wednesday, so it'd be you'll have her Thursday night. No. Wednesday night and Thursday night.
Then pick up on Friday afternoon.
Pick up Friday afternoon. So it'd be, I'll drop her off to you Tuesday afternoon and pick her up Friday afternoon. So it'd be 2 nights.
Okay.
Thursday night, or Wednesday night and Thursday night.
So week 1, it would be Friday night or Saturday morning?
I'll drop her off to you Friday after work.
Friday night to.
So you have an overnight on Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. Which I really don't like you having her on Sundays, but I understand why you want her. The reason why I don't like you having her on Sundays is because of church. Because she is very...
Like I said, I don't have to have her. If anything, I can drop her off at church. You can come get her. I can drop her off to you.
Are
We can
you
meet
comfortable
at-
with some random people just be like, all right, and just picking her up and just taking off?
No.
That happens a lot. Granted, I know all of them.
You won't. That only happened once.
No. Matter of fact, I went to Wendy's yesterday, and someone I know, like, oh, Rhea. So I literally walked in the building, sat her down, and went and ordered.
Because you trust them, right?
Yes.
Like you're not just leaving.
Oh.
You
I
know
know.
these people.
Yes. There are 40, 50 people that will randomly just pick her up
Okay.
and
well,
walk
that's-
off
That's fine.
because
with
I know
me.
them.
That's fine with me, but I would prefer not 40, 50 different people. I would prefer people that consistency. First of all,
Oh, I know all of them.
consistency, not 40, 50. Because 40, 50 people don't need to see me on a regular basis because I'm a mess. 40, 50 people don't need to know where I live. 40, 50 people don't need to know what's going on in my life because, frankly, it's none of their business.
It's none of my business either.
No, I mean, like, it's none of their business what goes on between us.
Okay.
It's nobody's business but ours.
Okay.
I mean, Rhiannon, she's your other half, so I mean, I get it. But besides that, really nobody should know. Which is why it upset me about the YouTube videos so much because it's nobody's business. I thought you were an extremely personal, private person. Just apparently not when it comes to demonizing people.
I was running out of space on my phone. I had nowhere else to put it.
Google Drive,
That's full.
Samsung Drive, iCloud.
I iCloud it.
General, Google Cloud. There are plenty of places to put it.
I have a Google account, and I actually pay for my Apple account to be larger.
Well, there are plenty of places you can store it. Like flash drives.
That's what I'm doing now.
So take it off YouTube. There's no reason for it to be that. Enough people have seen it. You did your job.
Has your mother seen it?
My mother knows what's going on.
From your mouth?
No. From Brooks.
From Brooks.
Yeah, Brooks stuff, badass there. Let me give you an example of Brooks lying and her stupidity. She called the front office of my apartment complex with, under her stepfather's name, Victor Lifford, said that I had been living with him for 6 weeks, and I hadn't been, said that he had a meth warrant.
Who?
Brooke.
Victor?
Her stepdad's Victor Lifford.
Okay.
That's the caller ID that showed up. Said that he had a meth warrant, claimed to the office people that she was his wife, and that he had gotten evicted from his last place of living due to meth. For some reason, she didn't think that, first of all, the front office would call me and tell me the accusations against me. Second of all, she didn't think that they would background check him. Not only was he not evicted from his last place due to anything involving meth, he also has no warrants. Nothing of the sort. So when I confronted her and told her that what she did was wrong, and she's now trespassed from my apartment, she completely went off the walls and said that I was harassing her and that she didn't make a phone call. That's an example of Brooks lying and stupidity.
Why are you picking your nose?
Yuck! Yuck! I miss you. So she had no problem calling my mom and telling her that I was dating a child molester. He is not a child molester. I spoke to one of the people she accused him of molesting.
You're all talking about Clint, right?
Yes. I spoke to one of the people that she accused him of molesting, and the girl was like, no, that's nuts. Not to defend him, she actually called him a piece of shit and told me to get out while I still could.
Okay.
So, yes, Brooke has talked to my family. I'm extremely agitated about it because I had to work it out myself. So my family knows exactly what's going on.
Okay.
Is it time for you to go? Boom! 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 Okay, you gotta go with Dada now.
All right, you have homework to do tonight.
Email me your proposed parenting plan. I will email you mine, and
I
we
want
can
your-
mediate it ourselves.
I want yours first because mine's going to be completely based upon yours.
Okay, well, you're kind of in control here, so I kind of need to base mine off of yours. Please,
You're the
please,
one-
please, do not abuse this control.
Hold on. You're the one that is admitting that her spending more time with you is not in the best interest of
Because
her.
I'm mentally ill.
Let me explain. Let me finish. So, with that being, with you admitting this, I would like your input before I decide anything. I would prefer you send me an email tonight.
It will.
It will be week 1 schedule, week 2 schedule, times, dates, everything. Is she dirty?
No, she just farted.
Yeah.
She's a little squishy, but
Oh, that's another thing. We need to give her more water.
I give her a lot of water, actually. I give her water and juice. During the day, I only give her milk at night and at nap time.
Okay, she only gets 1 bottle of milk. Or not even a bottle, she gets 1 cup of milk only at nighttime. Other than that, she drinks a full thing of juice every 2 days. But I would like this information week 1, week 2 from you tonight, preferably. If not, I understand, but that's my suggestion. So that way we have time to communicate back and forth. All of it through email, not text messages.
Just be easier that way.
Correct.
That's another thing. You can email me the video too.
I tried. You can only go up to 5 gigs.
That's my boo.
Why is that? She'll bite you. You understand? I am going to request a monthly drug test.
It's fine.
I would prefer to be more often, but something that's reasonable would be monthly.
No, that's fine. Pretty sure the state's gonna drug test me monthly anyways. That's what happens, right?
Depends.
Well,
Depends
I
on me,
mean-
actually.
I mean, I already told her and you what's in my system, and she told me that it was gonna cause complications because of what's in my system.
Mm-hmm.
And especially because the psychedelics I took, I got at a music festival. So I'm almost betting it's not gonna show up psilocybin.
Psilocybin.
Mushrooms. And I did say that in front of a police officer, so there's record of it. It's completely fair for you to ask for a drug test.
Not just one. It's going to be a monthly.
No, it's completely fair.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure the state will do it themselves.
Okay.
That's what the caseworker implied to me anyways, that this, you gotta put some more water in your contact. It looks a little irritated.
It is. I just got off work and I haven't been home yet.
Sorry.
But
How have you not been home when you had my daughter?
I haven't been home.
Did you pick her up?
Yes. I get off work at 4.
And then you picked her up and brought her here?
Yes.
Okay.
That's where I'm still wearing work jeans and a work shirt.
Well, you should carry it with you,
I have some in my toolbox at work and I have some at
but
home.
not in the car.
But not in the car. And thankfully, I haven't got a message from the person I have to pick up yet. So that's why I'm still sitting here. Don't acknowledge her. She's
I
fine.
know.
Where's Rhea?
There she is.
Yay.
You missed your mama.
It's about dinner time anyways. I usually feed her about 6:30.
She
So,
can go to bed by 9.
8:30. I put her to bed.
I mean, she starts going to bed at 8:30. I guess that's true. And then she's asleep always by 9.
So, you're going to send me a week 1, week 2 parenting plan.
Yes, and then we can establish it in court. Here. I'm gonna walk out first. She's gonna get fussy.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we can edit it as needed. I will present it in court because I don't have a lawyer, and our judge is lenient on inputting paperwork for me because I don't have one.
I no longer have a lawyer either.
What happened to Villarreal?
$16,000. It's $250 an hour. Every single time that I made an appointment for you to go sign something and you didn't show up, it cost me $250. Happened 4 times.
Once.
Every time that I emailed her or called her or sent her a message,
That happened 4 times. Yeah.
it was $250 every single time I communicate with her. Because she charges for a full hour. Just put her on there. She's gonna walk out.
Mama has to go. Mama has to go. Mama has to go. I know you miss me. I know. We'll see each other again. Mama has to go. Oh, did I do that?
Yeah, you did. That's why I ripped it off.
Hi, Rhea. Hi.
The video is nearly an hour long.
Huh?
This video is nearly an hour long.
Sorry.
It's killing with him.
You really gotta take her. She's gonna try and run out.
Come on.
Hi, Booger.
Say bye. Hey.
Mwah. Rhea. Rhea. Mwah. 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 Bye. I love you. Hey, Booger.
Make sure to give her the defects casework number.
And she's leaving.